And another thing that is really good is I don't have to feel like, am I a good person or a bad person? Morals do not come into question or into play when anybody's in the best mood. Like if you are the happiest mood right now, are you thinking about hurting somebody?
No.
Do you have to think about being rude to someone?
Mm-hmm.
None of that stuff crosses your mind.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what religion you are. You could be like Buddhist, Jewish, Christian, Muslim. Doesn't matter what race, ethnic, religion. Doesn't matter where you come from. If you feel good, you don't want to do anything to upset or hurt anybody.
All of that is just labels that's
Yeah,
splitting us, you know.
Yeah, so it's just like the biggest priority for every human life is to what do they have to do for themselves to be in such a state of awareness of just being joyful, right? Just being alive. Because that way, everything that's around you, you can't mess it up and you won't harm it. Like if you are like so happy, right? And you see like a bug on the floor, you're not even gonna think about stepping on it.
Yeah.
Right? You're just gonna walk away. If you see some like anything ugly, it's like, wow, and just keep walking. Like you're just gonna feel so like.
Well, if you're grumpy, you're gonna stop.
If you're grumpy, you could be
power bugs.
And here's this crazy part. In a large scale, it's even worse. So like it's one thing if a homeless person gets upset, right? Rah, you get upset. But imagine somebody with power and resources. Like let's say for a billionaire gets upset at somebody, you can use that money to ruin someone's life.
Yes.
Right? Like, so it's scarier if someone who's in a higher place than you loses control.
Putin.
So it's even more important, to like always stay like. No one heard that. So it's even more important to just kind of like, practice always being there.
Yeah.
Because at all levels, it's the most important thing. Because even that person, like the billionaire, if they're in the bestest mood, you can make so many people happy. Right? There's like so many things those like in any position you can do. So that's what I found like the most important thing that I enjoy practicing and training every day is how I feel afterwards. And then I recognize like if I'm in a shitty mood, I can't be a good dad, can't be a good husband. Everything's gonna irritate me.
Yeah.
No one's doing anything wrong, right? But if I don't feel good about something, somebody could be bringing me like food or something awesome. I'd be like, I like the other thing. It's like, why did I just do that? I did that because I'm messed up. Something's wrong with me. It's because how I feel. I gotta change that. Because if I don't feel different, then the people that I care about and I love, I hurt them. And then who does that hurt the most at the end of the day? So it's like, so yes.
Yeah, happiness is everything. Sounds cliche.
Just like training for it. It's like you can never reach it, is what I'm kind of getting at. It's like a constant effort
to find it.
Yeah, unless I'm planning on dying tomorrow, as long as I know I'm gonna wake up and go to sleep, it's like an everyday effort. Like you're never gonna be in a position where like I'm gonna be like, okay, that's it. I'm done. Peace out. No. 5 minutes later I'm gonna be like, shit, I'm bored. Hold on. What do I do? Wait, I'm just sitting here. Oh my god, this is like nothing goes on, and then
Yeah, but you can find it. I mean, what you looking to get, like what you aiming to achieve throughout your lifetime is enhanced happiness. But happiness itself, I think, is within reach. It's easy to find. You just have to focus on it.
Well, I believe that everything.
Or actively think about it, because I mean, you get rid of all unnecessary goals of desire and focus on the one that's within your reach that you can practice every day. I mean, happiness is not hard. It's very simple, very easy, but it gets easier said than done when you found it. Because I think people are just focused on unnecessary stuff. That's why they're not happy, because I feel like it's not. Because even if you think you're the unluckiest person on earth, like there's always that thing that can make you feel fulfilled if you were to empty your mind and get rid of all these, all these horrid nightmares and sinister, what you call sinister experience that you went through. Because bringing it back to depression, for example, I mean, no, it's a medical term. Sometimes people, they're just born with a predisposition to develop, depression. So I guess that's why you have to be careful when you before you sound judgmental or patronizing towards the people who are depressed. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people put themselves in the trigger environment, even if you're predisposed to it. So I would allow myself to still try to patronize because, you can do better. Yeah. I think it's just like a lot of things too, because none of us is perfect. We have weaknesses too. And I know a lot of the stuff that if I was just to be like, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna live my life like that, I feel like I'll be fuck up. Like I will do what I need to do to just to be happy, to feel good. Because exactly, feel good as well you may think it will lead you to happiness, but would make you lead to misery. So you have many ways to feel good. Find the feel good that don't lead you to misery. But most people are just attracted to the feel good that will lead you to misery. The quick, the quick thrill, but it comes with a lot of side effects. So you want to minimize those side of thrill. The thrill of eating what you want tastes good because I want to eat all the good things, but it's gonna get me to clutter my arteries or.
Yeah, but that's not gonna feel good. No one feels good eating like.
No, but eating the good food. Yeah, I like food, but because I know it's eating too much of it or. Too frequent or those things is gonna be bad for me, not only for my performance, but for longevity. I don't want to do that because I want to live long, right? And I want to optimize my my potential, because it's not given being here. And again, I think that's one of the reasons people don't do what's necessary. We don't take advantage of the privilege of experience this life on earth, because what were the odds that we were going to be conceived and brought up here and lived to middle age and be able to have families? Many of us left us earlier than that, so it's a really big privilege, man. So when I sometimes understand why people just don't see that and they complain about weird stuff. It's just weird, man. But again, like I said, when you go deep into the topic, sometimes they say that people just have some predisposition to behaving a certain way. Genetics is everything. That's why we're also different. But I just really want to know, is it really that? What makes the better of us being able to figure things out the way we do and trying to be happy, as opposed to the bigger crowd who don't seem to figure that out? What is it? Is it anything that we have that's special, or is it the will that we have to make it happen? Because if we say we have the will, then it makes us feel like assholes that just feel like we're special and everybody else is stupid. But sometimes you look at the world and you be like, do this, and you're trying to get out of it, get out of the world and trying to be like, okay, trying to guide them and be like, okay, you should do this and should do that. But to you, it's so obvious what they should be doing to solve the issue, but they just can't figure it out. What is it?
Like I said, we all have potential. Like, what's stopping you from building the rockets?
Rockets?
Yeah, to go to space.
To go to space? Oh.
You never was interested, you never studied, and that's what's stopping you. Mm-hmm. But like people who studied, who was interested, they building the rockets.
Right.
And they are more educated in that special direction, but there's nothing that you cannot do the same way. Like somebody building the cars, Do you know how to build a car? I don't know how to build a car. I was never interested in how to build the engine, how everything, so that's why I don't know anything about that. Like we all have like potential, we all have will to learn to do something, but it's just the biggest enemy flies over there is like laziness. That's stopping people from discovering themselves and getting their dreams coming. Like I said, everybody want a free lottery ticket, a table on the pocket, but that's not always the way. You just need to push yourself harder, push yourself more harder, and you're gonna get success.